Jane, I'm Director of Team Magical Moments, and I'm here to talk to you about PRV consistency. So I maintain good PRV every month, and I just wanted to share with you some of the activities and approaches that I have in order to obtain that. So I've been with Scentsy for 19 months, and I have achieved over 30,000 PRV in that time, which is an average of about 1,500 PRV a month. So I just want to talk about the activities that I do to get there. So first and foremost, I start with my why. Finding your why for something to be continually there to inspire you and motivate you and keep you going when things aren't going as planned is really important. So really think about why you're doing this and make sure that it's a motive enough to keep you going, so that if you do feel like giving up, it's just not an option for you. So moving on from that, it's about setting goals. So in terms of my PRV goal, I set a goal of 2,000 PRV every month. The annual sales award is 30,000 in a year, so I've just changed that as it's the new year to 2,500. But prior to this, it was 2,000 a month. And my goal is realistic, it's achievable, but it is stretching. It's not going to happen by accident. So there needs to be plans in place and activities in place that are going to help me achieve that consistently. And all of these activities need to be worked consistently as well to make that happen. So some of those activities include excellent customer service. So I make sure I give my customers excellent customer service every single time, no matter of their order size. So even if they just order a scent circle from me, they all get the same level of customer service as someone that spent £200 with me. So I'm attentive, I'm knowledgeable, I'm generous, and I'm authentic to my customers. So for example, being knowledgeable of the products and of the business is really key, so that you can talk to your customers and answer with confidence. Now, if you're new, don't worry, you don't need to know everything straight away. I don't know the answer to everything straight away, but I do surround myself with the product training guide, with the catalogues. I learn as much as I can to be as knowledgeable as I can. But there's still things that I don't necessarily know, so I'll go away and have a look at. And as long as you're confirming that with your customer and come back to them with the answer, then that is still being really knowledgeable. And being generous, like I say, with all my customers, they get treated the same no matter what they order. They always get a thank you note, and they always get samples. And samples are really important as well. They're really beneficial in terms of helping you generate PRV. So I'll put several samples in. I'll show you what they look like. They look like this. So they've just got a nice little sticker with the description on, and it's a slice of wax for them to try. I don't melt them down, I just slice them because I get a much better sample to sale ratio from doing that. And I actually asked my customers what they would prefer, and that is what they would prefer. They prefer a better scent experience from the sample. Another part that I do is around my customer follow-up. So I follow a 2x2x2 system, so 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. And now I use Maven, which has been a game changer and uses the same kind of system. Whereas before it was paper-based, I now use the Maven app, which makes it so much easier. It's got everything I need in there in one place. So I can do it before I've got up in the morning. I can do it in the car on the way to somewhere when it's not taking time away from my family. But if we're driving somewhere, then I can quickly do it. And that makes a massive difference. Following up with them, checking in how they're doing at the beginning, and generating excitement for their order, letting them know where it is as well along the process. And then once it's arrived, giving them that customer service and checking in that their products are okay, asking them what their favourite scent is so far, those kind of follow-ups. And then also at 2 months, I then start to think about asking them if they need anything else, letting them know where I am if they need anything. And then it's about being consistently present in your business, so constantly having your shop open. Now, that's not saying you should be working 24/7. It's about being consistently available at the times that you want to be available. So I post 3 times in my group. I have my page and I have my Insta account as well. My customer group is where I do my several posts a day around different products and talking about different scents. I do some lifestyle posts as well in there, but it's more customer focused, so it's more about the products. On my page and on my Instagram, it's more around adding value. It's getting people to buy into me as the person, adding value into their life, rather than just being about sales. It's about sharing things. So for example, this morning on my page, I shared one of my cats being really lazy and stretched out, having enjoyed the bank holiday weekend, and asked them what they did for their bank holiday. So I haven't mentioned anything about Scentsy or sales, because I need to be adding value to them and getting them interested in me, and the sales will come later on. and also about being branded as well. So everything is consistent across my whole entire brand. And I use my own words. I don't copy and paste things, because people need to buy into you. They need to buy into what you stand for, what you believe, and how it affects you, and how it can then affect them and have your arrows out. So I word things really in my own way, and I take inspiration from others, but I always word things in my own way that I know my customers will relate to, because my customers won't be the same as another customer. You know, someone else will read it and think something differently. So it's about knowing your customers and how you can relate to them. And then there's two activities that I try and do every month. So I host parties, and I try and do 2 or 3 a month. It's always my goal to have at least 2, and I aim for them to be at the beginning of the month. So it sets the tone for my month. I can get some PRV very early on, and then I know where I am for the rest of the month. And if I can get another party at the end, or I need to focus on an area, then I've got that time to do it. So I always try and book them near the beginning, just after the payday of the month before. And I do a lot of host coaching. I get them involved in it, get them sharing and talking about the products, and getting people interested before the party comes up. They want to get their free host rewards, so to do that by leading them with coaching, and it helps them achieve that. And I do a host gift for booking. So when we get to the party, I give the host a gift, and I also offer a gift for people that book a party at the party to encourage more. And then borrow bags. Getting Scentsy in front of people for them to try in their own home or at parties is the easiest and best way of gaining PRV, because experiencing it, as you all know and love it, having the smell of it, having it working in your own home and seeing it in your own space and in your own time is a surefire way that they will fall in love as well. So those are definite ways that I share my Scentsy and help gain my PRV consistency. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope it's helped.